What up, though? You already know how it goes. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. You dig? I don't care where you share it as long as you share. Hey, go check out that Alpo interview with me in it. The numbers going up on it. Make sure y'all comment on that joint. Make sure y'all share. I appreciate Big Bro for having me on. He way bigger than me. Way more legendary. Way more notoriety than me in the city. And he had me on this platform, so that's a big deal to me. You dig what I'm talking about? That's a big deal. The mob don't forget favors. Mobites don't forget favors. You dig? Thank you to all my supporters, man. All y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Big Five, Big Islam to the Moorish Americans. I see salat to my Atlantic comrades. I know y'all out there somewhere saying my salam back to me. You dig? Peace and blessings be upon me. Assalamu alaikum to the Akis. Abdul Rahman what? Allah Akbar. Shout out to my Sunnis and my Shiites. Salam alaikum to the black men in the nation of Islam. 212 to my B's. I know y'all saying 12-4 back. 410 to the G's. I know you saying never too much back. NTM 412. You did what I'm talking about. More one love to the Maniac Latin Disciples. Shout out to my homie Pac-Man. He home. He doing his thing. He getting money in his pocket. That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Angelo Young EO. I can't wait to have him on here. Oh, his link's going to be in the description down there with mine. You dig? Make sure y'all tap in with homie. He got 27 years worth of stories. Big stepper. So y'all going to enjoy this, man. I'm excited for this. This the one interview that I'm like super excited for outside of IDX. How excited I was for him. But this guy way younger, way more articulate, way more passionate. And he going to put the work in behind this stuff. Other guys, I try to put on the platform. They don't do they working. I do all the sharing and this and that. And there's only so much I could do for you. You did what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I'm keeping that heat coming for you. Then I tell y'all when I get monetized back, I'm gonna be dropping heat for y'all. I'm gonna be going crazy. Now I got some extra money to invest in and traveling and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So the whole landscape about to change. It's about to change. Trust me. Just give me about 30 to 60 days. It's going to get bigger and bigger and better quality, better backgrounds, all that stuff y'all be wanting to see. You know me, I don't be doing all that super editing. But hey, look, let's get into this video. I want to tell y'all something real quick, real quick. Now, this is my disclaimer. I'm not telling you go out commit crimes and then tell on somebody to get out of trouble. I'm not saying that. But I'm just letting y'all know the streets ain't what you think it is. It's one brother I want to speak on. I'm not going to say his name. But I just want to give you an example because I got love for bro. I communicate with him, grew up with him, and I feel like the guys in the penitentiary who protect their brothers who be in the wrong, right? No matter what they did, the Mobites, they'll protect those brothers. Like the story I told y'all with Young Gil on Blade Icewood video of why people don't touch Lil Larry. Young Gil got it. No matter how weird the more is, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying like, we had a brother that was just too disrespectful to everybody, and we wanted to say, gone. You don't want to listen. You don't want to stop doing what you're doing. All right, well, y'all get him, and he still protect him. That's how I kind of feel about this brother that I'm speaking on. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to talk to him and see if I can mention it, because it's public information. Everybody know it, but I still don't want to put him out there like he just a rat or something like that. And then you still got to respect the killer. But this guy, one of the biggest killers in Southwest Detroit, one of the biggest gangsters, always got to the money. Guys fear him so much. He told on some pretty big guys out in Southwest Detroit. He told on them. Got them boys natural life. 2 or 3 of them. Got them natural life. But when his name come up in the subject, somebody might be like, oh man, he a snitch. The guys from his hood will be like, nah, them guys snitched on themselves. He ain't do nothing wrong. Because they that terrified of this guy. This guy ain't nothing but like 5'6". But he a killer. He a real stepper. I say, watch shows like McGraw-Ave. Watch shows like The Wire, when Omar was wearing The Wire. What's another one? 50 Cent, BMF. Remember Pat tried to work with the police to get Meechin out the way? That's true. That's not just what they putting in movies and TV series. This is how those big bosses out there really think. 'Cause they fight with more than just weapons. They fight more than just physical. They fight mentally too. Because they trying to get you up out the way. How you think that guy in your neighborhood been selling drugs for 20 years? Been in jail 15 times. Get caught with 2 ounces, 3 ounces. And he do 2 months in the county jail, a month. How do you think that is? The cops he been working with go to the prosecutor and tell him, hey, can you be a little lenient on him? I know this might be out of our jurisdiction. He got caught over there, but he been working with our drug intelligence for years. So on and so. This is for real, for real. People do that. But you know who a prime example, and God rest his soul, Alpo. Alpo is a prime example of, I'm going to kill 14 people, snake 14 people, sleep with everybody baby mamas, tell on everybody, come home, say forget witness protection, I'm out here in Harlem popping willies. I'm out here in Harlem taking people girls. I'm out here in Harlem taking pictures with the people. I'm a celebrity around here. And nobody did nothing to him. He didn't die over what he did years ago. That karma caught up with him though. Yeah. Keep doing that. What you doing, especially messing with people girls and how dudes is over females, that'll catch up to you real quick. But he didn't die. He didn't die over everybody he snaked. He was outside. Alpo was outside. Po life. The street's not what y'all think it is. Just because there's a bunch of people in a picture on Instagram throwing up blood, crib folks, vice lord, tough, mean mugging, 20 people in a picture, probably one of them or two of them really tough. Probably one of them got a body. 2 or 3 probably shot somebody, and the rest of them just along for the ride. Everybody in the hood not tough. Just because you grow up in poverty, that don't mean you tough. That don't mean you a gangster. I promise you, I know guys right now that told on people in prison. They gonna come home, go back to the same neighborhood they told on, and nobody gonna do nothing. Very rarely will somebody avenge that person for getting told on. Another thing, Terry Johnson, look him up. Nitty, Beirut area, 7 Mile Beirut area. Big drug dealer. Some guys got shot that was gangster, that was talking about, these guys was talking about getting him out the hood from selling drugs. He taking too many customers. So they run into these guys, incident pop off, they get popped up. Nitty and them, allegedly pop these guys up. They all survive. But you know what? All 3 of them other drug dealers, gangsters, they was GDs. You know what they did? They told on them. They pointed them out in court. Hey, Mr. John Doe, do you see Terry Johnson in this courtroom? Yes, I do. Can you describe what he's wearing? Gray hoodie, black pants, dreads in his head, scar on his face. Mr. Such and Such, do you see Terry Johnson in this courtroom? Yes, I do. He's sitting right there. Gangsters. Look at my situation when I went to prison for it. These guys came over my crib 5 deep, through 4 or 5 deep. Thought I was going to run. I whip out. They called the police on, do you see Mr. Bird in this courtroom? Yup. Gray champion sweater, black champion pants, low haircut. Bro, you was just a blood. You was just a blood 3 weeks ago. Talking about how you was gonna kill me and how you gangster, how much dope you got, how many girls you pimping out. You told on me. Came to every court date, even my sentencing date. He didn't even have to come to my sentencing date. His statement, he wanted to write a statement. The prosecutor actually said, "This is not really worth all that, but if you want to do it, you do it." And he like, "No, never mind." Got mad about it. Bro, you came to my sentencing date. The streets, and went back to the streets, and people still accept him. But he not tough. Some guys actually said things to him because the guy that got me locked up did not really no street guy. But I've seen plenty guys in the courtroom go back to the hood, and what I did is so what? Like the guy was talking about from Southwest, when like I said, when they bring him up, them guys, they be like, nah, he ain't telling them. They told on themselves. They shouldn't have did it. Because he a real deal demon. The streets not what you think they is. They camouflage behind all this idiocracy, all this, the imagery that's on TV is fake. Very rarely do these shows give you the real of what's going on. There's no rules. There's no code of conduct. Alpo committed 14 murders from D.C., Maryland, and New York, and still went where he wanted to go. Whether it was with people, whether he had to be strapped up, but he was in all white parties with the Gucci on. Had the big long Sherlin on, fly. Came out and said, yeah, I murked him right here. Wayne Perry did this. Ain't nobody touching him. Ain't nobody going to bat looking for revenge for Wayne Perry these days. If he would have never made the dumb decision to keep messing with dudes' girls, he'd still be alive and he'd be outside. The more and more comfortable he got, the more and more he would have been outside. Not saying he wouldn't have ran into any problems at one point if he knew somebody back from the 80s or the early 90s. But you got to remember, right? He told, but he committed 14 murders. That's not nobody's software to be played with. When people could compare him to Ted Bundy and all, the comparisons ain't too far off. He was just getting another gratification from it. And who knows what was going on psychologically to kill 14 people. That's crazy. But, you know, money is a root of a lot of evilness, or the lack of money. Stop trying to live by these gangster codes and morals that don't exist no more. Or probably never did. Because I look at cases back from the 70s where guys was telling. Maybe it was a little bit more stand-up then because the time wasn't as much as it is now. But the streets are not what you think it is. Stay up out them joints. Because if you try to play by these righteous rules that you hear, no snitching, I'm loyal to my homies, this and that, you're going to get burnt every time. You're going to be a sucker like I was for many years, a sucker. I was a sucker for many years. I ain't telling on the homies I'm going down for them. Could have told on them boys. Got myself out that situation, but I'm like, you know what, they grown, I'm a juvenile, I'm going to go down. I'm gangster. Ain't none of them boys write me, man. They ain't send my mama nothing. They answered the phone once or twice in 2.5 years when I was a juvenile. You know what I'm saying? Like in prison, you know, it's all this, oh, I'm glad you're home, this and that. Ain't nan, not cousins, not my uncle, aunts, my uncle, 2 aunts, my mom, my friend Jolene, and everybody else, the girls I was messing with was in and out the car. But those are the people who held me down. All these guys, I'm glad you home, man. I miss you. I ain't seen you in forever. Well, if you miss me so much, all you gotta do is pick up a pen or buy a JPay stamp. It's $5 for 20 of them. $55 for 10. The boys ain't hit me up and say nothing. Just, come on. But I still love them, still cool with them, but just trust and believe. The mob don't forget. You go to jail, I ain't writing you. I ain't writing you. And I know if I go back to jail, I can't depend on you. So they can talk, a lot of guys talk all this real stuff to me. They love me, all this and that. And I'm, okay. I love you too. But I really love what you do is just, you got love for me. It's a difference. You got people like me, big-hearted, always want to be super loyal to people, always want to step for the homies. And then you got the guys who talk about it. They like the idea of, what you know, stepping for a homie or being there and being loyal, but they don't really live by it. So that's why I'm a solo dolo machine. 9 times out of 10, when you see me out, I probably never with a guy. Female for sure. But these dudes, especially street dudes, bro, if it ain't about no money, man, I can't deal with them. And if it is about money, I'm going to always never trust them farther than I could throw them. Big 5, peace to y'all. Islam, hope y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all go click them Instagram links, dog. Click the Instagram links and the Facebook joints, my personal Facebook and the support page. Go click them, boy. It ain't that hard. If you got a fake, add me on that thing. Even if I got too many friends on there, I add people every day for my supporters. Because I'd rather have y'all on there than some random chick, you feel me? Peace and blessings be